Germany's digital ID wallet. We got answers and new questions. Earlier this week, Germany's federal cabinet passed the Digital Identity Act. From the 2nd of January 2027, German residents and eventually all EU citizens will be able to store their national ID, driving license, health insurance card, and academic credentials in a single government-backed app, the EUDI Wallet, mandated under EIDAS 2.0 across all 27 member states. Last week we raised 3 questions. This week we got the official answers. Let's go through them. First, what is the minimum data you need to store? The answer is none. Use of the wallet is entirely voluntary. Citizens have no legal obligation to use it. Only the state is required to provide it. The data is stored device-bound and encrypted on your smartphone, with no central government database collecting your credentials. And the system operates on a data minimization principle. When a service provider makes a request, you share only the specific data required for that transaction, not your full credential set. That is genuinely better architecture than many critics expected. Second, can you see who has accessed your data and revoke it? The answer is yes. In principle, a dashboard is planned that will show which service providers have received your data, along with the ability to revoke access and request deletion. The operative word is planned. This week, Austria's Federal Administrative Court ordered the national broadcaster ORF to fix its GDPR cookie banner. A basic consent mechanism, on a well-resourced institution, still got wrong. Whether the EUDI Wallet's access dashboard functions as designed in practice is a question that will be answered by the implementation, not by legislation. Third, what happens when things go wrong? Here the answers are mixed. Trust service providers must notify Germany's BSI, the Federal Cybersecurity Authority, within 24 hours of a security incident. That is a solid standard. Individual notification, however, is required only where the breach poses a high risk to rights and freedoms. That qualifier does real work. Who determines what constitutes a high risk, in which circumstances, and with what enforcement will define whether that notification obligation has teeth, or just the appearance of them? Liability sits primarily with the credential issuer or the qualified trust service provider, leaving some grey area around unqualified providers and government entities acting as both issuer and regulator. There is one more tension worth naming. Use is legally voluntary, but from the end of 2026, public authorities and certain private providers are required to accept the wallet for digital identification. When the state mandates acceptance on one side, voluntary use on the other side starts to mean something different. The structural pressure to participate exists even when the legal obligation does not. California this week finalized rules on automated decision-making and AI disclosures, a reminder that this tension between formally voluntary and practically unavoidable is not unique to Germany or to digital identity. The honest assessment: the German EUDI wallet is better designed than critics feared and less certain than proponents claim. The architecture is sound. The open-source code, released with restrictions, invites independent audit. The data minimization principle, if implemented faithfully, is a meaningful privacy protection. The gaps that remain are about implementation quality, the practical enforcement of notification thresholds, and the growing distance between legally voluntary and structurally unavoidable. Those are not reasons to oppose the EUDI wallet, they are reasons to keep asking questions of it. Cyber Ethos. Digital privacy. Real questions.